Welcome back to the See You Next Tuesday podcast, everybody. I'm Shay.
And I am Shannon.
Happy Tuesday, guys.
Happy Tuesday.
I freaking love Tuesdays.
Me too.
They really are like a happy day for me. I wake up, I'm like, oh, happy day. Sorry, that came out of nowhere.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like a Tuesday.
I mean, it's not like my favorite day. I do just get excited for...
Well, okay, yeah, same.
Yeah.
I like Tuesday now has become a very fun day for me.
It's now a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because every Tuesday I'm like, oh, I got to do this, I got to do this, got to make sure me and you are texting back and forth.
Right. It's a busy day.
But if I'm being honest.
What?
I love a Thursday.
Oh, even better. Even better because I look forward to seeing you, my girl.
I know, because that's when we film.
No, it's literally date night for us.
Mm-hmm.
It's our date night. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Shannon's coming over. I have to look really cute. Just kidding. It's for you guys, but also for you.
Yeah. I mean, I open up the door and she's like half naked. And I'm like, oh,
Every
hey.
time.
She's like, I haven't gotten ready yet.
No, it's the way that I'm like, come at 7.
Well, we all know my 7 is 7:15.
7:15 at the earliest.
That's the earliest. We're shooting for 7:30.
Yeah. You know what? I'm in my little Christmas PJs right now because it is November, baby. We are in the holiday season officially. And the holiday season for me starts with my birthday.
When do you think it's acceptable to decorate for Christmas?
Day after Thanksgiving, if you do it after Halloween, you're weird.
Yeah, I'm not an after Halloween person.
You're weird.
I'd say at the earliest. At the earliest, I will accept, which I can understand why you wouldn't accept.
Okay.
But is like your birthday. Like
No.
mid-November.
No, I need to like get past my birthday because I'm mentally prepared for the holidays.
Exactly.
Because I don't know, but also my Halloween decorations are usually just all fall decorations, so they transition into Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So I think it's socially acceptable to either November 1st, I'm happy with that even, but after Thanksgiving, get through Thanksgiving. It's also
A holiday.
It is.
I respect Thanksgiving on its own.
I do. I respect the decor as well.
Yeah. Like fall, like, I mean, like, I get it. I love Christmas too. And I love when it's December and like you get all the feelings.
I know.
Actually, after Thanksgiving, you start to feel like Black Friday. Black Friday really feels like Christmas.
Yes.
But there's something just doesn't really feel right when there's a Christmas tree and I'm eating Thanksgiving dinner.
No, like I need to have Christmas dinner with my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And that's like the night I look forward to.
Yeah.
I agree. It's just weird. It's weird.
I would say I don't like it immediately after Halloween. I can accept it mid-November, but I approve of it after Thanksgiving.
Yes, I live by after Thanksgiving.
I would say if I were you, I'd be like, no earlier because of your birthday.
Because my birthday, which is like a holiday, everybody. I make it a big deal. Like
I know. I look forward to your birthday more than mine.
I know. Like genuinely, when I was a kid, I didn't have like massive like parties. I never really celebrated my birthday. I feel like my family, like we were great at like making you feel special, but not in the way of like have a party, have your friends over, like things like that. I usually just had like my 2 best friends come over and we would hang out. But in my old age,
now that I'm an elder,
now that I'm an adult,
a senior citizen, if you will,
I like to throw a very fancy party.
Yep, and you'll never believe what we're doing this year.
It's very fancy, you
Super
guys.
fancy.
It's kind of hilarious. So this is my dream.
Well, let's say last year was actually
last year fancy, like black tie. You know, we all
wore
like,
black.
We all wore black. We had names on our dinner set up and everything.
Yeah,
like my family was invited, my friends were invited. We played games. Genuinely, last year was like peak birthday. It was also my 25th. So this year we're laying it low and we're getting a limo.
We're turning 26.
We're turning 26, and I decided, I was talking to Abby on the phone and I was like, Abby, I don't know what I want to do for my birthday. Like I want it to be low key, but I still like to do something fun for my birthday. So she was talking and she was like, do something stupid. And I was like, okay. And then I was like,
like what? Suggestions?
Right. No, and she's very good at suggestions. And I was like, we just filmed our Halloween episode where we were in the onesies. And I was like, you know what? I felt so fun in my onesie.
I love that onesie.
I love that onesie. And so I was like, you know what? I want all of us to put on a onesie, an animal onesie, and I want to take a limo around Nashville and go to a nice dinner in our onesies and then go play putt-putt.
And you know what's funny is that this would be a birthday party for like a 7-year-old.
Oh, for sure.
But it also just makes perfect sense at 26.
It does.
Isn't that weird? Like I was like thinking about it when you said it to me. I go, no, that actually makes so much sense to me.
Yeah, and
as
here's
an
my
adult.
tea as an adult. No, genuinely, I've never felt better about it. But here's my tea is like, I was looking for limos, and I was like, why are limos so scarce nowadays? Does nobody enjoy a limo?
I think they're hard to come by.
They're a little hard to come by. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to pay because they've gotten expensive. And I was like, listen, I'm not paying for a limo for my birthday. And so I called my sugar mama sister.
Sugar mama.
And I said, do you know what I want for my birthday? And she's like, what? And I was like, a limo. She said, text me the deets. I said, yes. So we got the dang
Got
limo.
a limo.
Got the limo. It's very important.
I feel like, yeah, I guess you don't really see limos out and about these days.
I don't even remember the last time I've seen a limo.
Wow, let me tell you how excited I am to be breaking that scarcity of limos in a onesie. Yes. I've never been more excited.
It feels right.
Also, like, I feel like just being a girl, like we always, we get excited to like get dressed up and like do these things, but like the juxtaposition of wearing a onesie on your birthday where people would be like, oh, we're going to get dressed up and we're going to go dinner. Like, we're wearing onesies and going to Putt Shack.
Yes, and I feel great about it.
I'm excited.
I'm like, okay, I don't have to stress about my outfit. I got a $30 onesie, and like I don't have to stress about like my hair. I don't have to, like, I've done that. Last year I did that. The year before I did that. And it was really fun. I enjoyed it. But this time I'm like, I just want to get funky and get fun, you know?
Sometimes it's just like, I mean, I get it. I did the whole dinner thing too. And it's like, it's fun and great once it's over.
Yes, that's
I mean,
what
like,
I'm saying.
Like when you're in it, it's still fun, but like the whole preamble to it is insanely stressful.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh my God, like, can everyone come? Like, this is expensive.
Is this what everyone wants to do?
Yeah.
Do they have like the right, like, do they know the vibe, like the fits? Like, do I have to send a Pinterest? But like, genuinely, I'm sick of like stressing about my birthday. I would rather be like this. Giddy.
I know. Get yourself an Amazon animal onesie and we're getting in a limo and going to Putt Shack.
Right. Like, genuinely, it's not that serious, but like I get the stress about it because I still want to have a fun time. I still want to throw a party for my birthday because that's what makes me feel special. And it's not lame, but I don't want to stress too much about it. And so everybody that's coming is like so on board. Like even the guys are like on board for the onesies.
On board.
Yeah. But I think it'll be fun. So happy birthday to me tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I guess, when this comes out, Shay's B-Day.
26.
26, baby.
It feels good. I still feel okay about it.
Yeah, that's good. You should.
Yeah. Thank you.
You really should.
Really growing.
I can't wait to turn 22.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It was my favorite.
That's what I hear.
That's what they say?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they say.
Yeah. No, every time I go somewhere with Jackson and like I hand him my ID, he always jokes with the people and like the bouncers and he's like, just turned 21. And I'm like, or just turned 19. That's what he says. And I'm like, literally, they're going to think this is a fake.
I know.
Because
I think that too.
I'm always the vertical one too.
Yeah, the vertical one.
Because it's like 10 years. I got it late, but not late enough to where they switched it to horizontal. So it looks like a fake. So don't fuck around like that.
Yeah.
Don't play with me like that.
They're going to break it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be awful.
That would be awful.
Question.
Right.
What was the first concert you ever went to?
Hannah Montana.
No
Yeah. What about you? What about you?
Not Hannah Montana, but I'm jealous.
Thank you.
Mine was Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff. Wait, do you know what I just got invited to?
Please
and
tell
I
me
haven't
it's a Hillary
responded.
Duff concert.
It's an Ashley Tisdale event. I don't know. They've emailed me like 14 times and I just haven't responded because
what?
I don't know if I can make it, first of all.
For what?
I think it's like her perfume brand or something.
Frenchie.
Yes.
Not an ad. But
it's
yes.
not. But I was like, Ashley Tisdale? Where have you been?
Yeah, the Target perfume. I think it's Frenchie, right? Or something.
It's Frenchie. You're right.
Wow.
I know. Should I go?
Am I invited?
I'm like, do you get a +1? That's me every time. Do I get a +1?
Then yeah.
I know.
If I'm not, then I mean, yeah.
That would be lame without you. I don't like to do anything without you anymore.
And that being said, well, Hillary Duff was my first concert. I will never insert a picture of this, but there's a picture of me.
Please at least show me.
I'll show you.
Okay, good.
I'm wearing one of those like fedora, not fedora type hats.
No.
Not fedora. What is it? Like almost like a little bubble hat, but it's got like a little rim. I I just have to
I
show
know,
you.
like a theater hat.
Like a theater hat.
Yes,
like
yes.
High School Musical, dude. Not fedora, but in that same
Fedora would have cracked me up. My mom was in her fedora era, and I was like, you gotta get it off, Mom.
Get it out of here.
Please.
But I was wearing, it was pink. And I was wearing an off-the-shoulder pink like shirt, and it had like a little flowy sleeve.
I bet you never felt better in your life.
Oh, I was killing it. And did little me know at, what was I, like 9 at 5'6", towering. Like the picture, I have to just show you the picture. It's hilarious because I'm literally like massive, and it's like all my friends are.
Aw. I love you. Look, we all caught up.
Thank God. That was scary there for a minute.
You were ahead of the game. You're ahead of the game.
I mean,
I'm 5'6".
I know. That was me at like 10. Isn't that insane?
Yes. Yeah. I remember when I was in middle school and I like was over 100 pounds. Like I was like, yes, yes, I did it.
I'm an adult.
I'm grown. Seriously, I was like, this is a milestone in my life. I remember it so vividly. I was doing like pull-ups. I could only do like 2. And then I was like, going to weigh myself. I'm getting yoked, if you will. 101 pounds, baby.
She's yoked.
I'm yoked.
Yeah, no, I always think about that. I'm like, wow, yeah, I was like 5'6". I mean, Mom, I know you're listening. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure I was like 5'6" in like 5th grade.
Wow.
Maybe 5'7".
I mean, I bet they all picked you for kickball.
No, I was like, not gazelle. That's not, I was like more like a Bambi. Oh. Because swimming just didn't help the coordination.
That's good.
Yeah.
I haven't ever had coordination in my life. That's why
I'm athletic, but I'm not coordinated.
Yes, you are, though, because you're really good at pickleball.
I am good at pickleball.
That takes coordination. You're also good at golf.
I am good at golf.
Yeah, so what are you even talking about?
I don't know. God picks favorites.
Right. And you pick your sport.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be good at this. I can be good at this.
Okay. Yeah, maybe I am. Yeah, I take that back.
You do take it back. Take it back.
Maybe
you're not. Maybe you're hand-eye coordination, not feet-eye coordinated. Sorry, we're getting technical.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Soccer was never my thing.
Yeah. And kickball wouldn't be your thing.
Yeah.
It's just the feet-eye. Feet-eye coordination.
Just to line up.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, my point of asking you that was because literally last night we went to Billie Eilish.
Wow. The best concert I've been to in a minute.
The way all day I've been singing Billie Eilish. I haven't listened to it since last night.
Yeah.
And I can't stop singing it.
Here's my thing is like, I love going to concert with you because I can be my absolute most feral.
Dude, when I was driving over here, I literally was, in my brain, I practiced topics, what we're going to talk about.
Period.
But I literally was thinking to myself and I was like, wow, like we've been to 3 concerts.
Yeah.
In the past, 2 months?
What was the third? Yeah, Breakaway.
We did Breakaway. Yeah. We did Chapel Roan, Breakaway, and then Billie Eilish.
And let me just tell you, never had a better time.
Every time I'm like, I was looking at videos and
it's so wholesome.
We're making drinks in the back of the suite and we're just jamming out by the bar.
No, I didn't give a rat's because, we were invited to an influencer event.
Yes.
And so fun. Ellis Brooklyn, thank you for having us. So freaking fun. And it's like a bunch of influencers and had the best time, the sweetest influencers ever. But I do feel as though they saw another side of me because, girl, I was like, yes, screaming to the top of my lungs to where my voice hurts today.
Shay, you were deep register screaming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Billie Eilish is looking at me.
I said she's in love with me.
In the 300s.
She was like, I love you guys so much. I was like, she's talking to me.
Yeah.
She's talking to me.
She's talking to me. She's talking to me.
And I'm in love. And then when she gives you those little sexy eyes on the thing, I was like, please.
I know.
She knows what she's doing.
She knows. But it was killing me because me and you were literally so you're in a suite, right? So you're generally sitting down, not really standing,
unfortunately,
to be polite, of course, for the people behind you. Me and Shay are doing squats the whole night because we're jumping out of our seat and we're like, oh my God. And then Shay's boxing halfway through.
Dude, I'm seriously I could eat that girl for lunch. Seriously, it's all that I know how to do. I'm I had so much energy and I just watched a movie that was a punk rock movie and it just got me I just want to dance and flail and frolic. And I did exactly that.
No, it was so fun. We were quite literally
But I did look around the suite as I was frolicking and flailing, and nobody else was frolicking and flailing.
Oh, that's why they saw. Yeah, that's what you said. They saw a different side of you.
They saw a different side of me.
Well, that's the thing. Me and you together, we're quite the duo.
Quite the duo, because I leaned over mid-show and I was like, thank God you're here, because I wouldn't frolic with anybody else like this.
Also,
truly.
The way we were sitting there, and when I was thinking about it, like, we left there like dripping sweat. You would have thought we were like mosh pitting
in our seats. I was bouncing. I'm surprised I didn't break that seat.
I know. You almost elbowed. I mean, you elbowed that guy like 14 times.
I did. He was a happy guy though. He was chilling.
Just happy to be there.
And his wife there was also frolicking as well. Yeah. So he was there.
We were all happy.
We were all happy. Oh my gosh.
But it was killing me. Like, we walked out of there like sweat droplets. I was like,
it was a fantastic show. Like, the production, the set.
I was going to say, like, look, we already know Billie Eilish is a phenomenal singer.
Incredible.
The legit show, like the lights, I was not expecting any of that. I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not that. Like, all the visuals and the whole production of everything, I was like, there's fire, there's lasers, there's like these snake things on the stage and alligators looking 3D, and I was like, creepy. I was like, what is going on? My mind was blown. I was so like not expecting that.
She's just like such an artiste, dude. She's such an artist, and like every song with every production just hit different. Like Ocean Eyes with the waves, and then Lunch with like all just so good and spot on. I was talking to Rachel, and she's like, that's the best show that I've seen all year, and she's been to Benson Boone, Sabrina, Chapel, and Billie, and I was like, I think Chapel Roan was my favorite show just because of how obsessed I've been with her. Production-wise, show-wise, Billie ate that up. You leaned over and you were like, it feels like we're at a rave right now.
I was literally like, oh my God, this is like a totally different... We're singing sad songs about breaking up and falling out of love, and there's lasers everywhere.
And I cried. And
Shay screaming next to me. I go, there's so many emotions right now.
You probably have like a bursted eardrum in your left ear, because that's where I was sitting.
I was just listening to my videos, because when I posted on Instagram, I'm cackling. There's like one video where you lean over and you go, she's looking at me.
Like, chill. I had no chill. And you guys, I had one drink and sushi. Like, I was not drunk. This was just like my inner animal coming out and being like, holy.
I think we're just big concert people.
We're big concert people. And I feel as though, but I was talking to Rachel, who was like down in the whatever, and she was like, nobody was really frolicking either. And I was like, why was nobody frolicking?
I love that you call it frolicking.
It's frolicking. I want to frolic. I kept saying, like, I want to go down there and just run. That's the kind of like energy that I had.
I wanted to match her energy, because Billie Eilish also like sprinting around that stage in circles.
Sprinting. And she also had like a selfie stick with a cam on it. And she was going through the crowd. Like, she was actually very personal with like her show as well, which I thought was really cool.
Yeah.
And then when she looped her voice and did, what song was that?
You know what's funny? I don't ever know the names.
Me either,
but I know them all.
They're confusing because it's like two songs sound like are one. Like, they sound like two songs.
Because they're like, she does that break, and then suddenly it's a rave.
Yes.
And you're like, wait.
But that one where she was like, the entire crowd had to be quiet. We were all mute.
That was actually crazy to like be in the like Bridgestone Arena and just be in dead silence for like what, a minute and a half
after because when she came out, the loudest screams I've ever heard in a concert ever.
I know. I was like, oh.
From that to being mute, like nobody said a word. It was crazy. So cool.
The lasers, the lights, everything, the flames, the fire, the selfie camera, her popping up from underground in front of us suddenly during Guess.
Right.
I was like, where is she? Oh my God. Half the show, I'm like, where is she?
Where is she? Because they didn't have a spotlight on her.
I know. She's like in the middle of all the lasers, and she's like running to one side, to the other side. And it's just amazing. It was a great show.
Great show. She put on the best show ever. I really had one of the best times ever. I mean, I will say Chapel did take the cake on shows though, because we were so close. It's Chapel Roan.
Well, it's also like every song you're like, it's very singing along song. So it's like, you can't have a bad time when you're screaming at the top of your lungs.
I know. And then after we left and we were frolicking around, again, we were running.
I know.
Because we had so much energy.
Well, that's what I love concerts. Like the endorphin rush you get, like just being stone cold. No, well, we weren't stone cold sober because
we were maybe just cold sober.
Like,
we were just We were a little tipsy. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
We were a little tipsy. We had a little drink.
We had a drink.
We had some Tito's.
We did. I said, wow, we're really going back to college here.
Going back to college. I didn't go to college.
Yep.
So I can't go back.
She suddenly enrolled. And but like I was like, wow, we left the concert and I'm like, I'm just like, I could be awake for the next 4 hours.
Same. We're big showgoers now.
No, I know. I was literally like, wow, I've been to so many concerts now.
Yeah. And we literally every time we're getting a fat deal because Chapel Roan, we cheated our way into the pit.
We did.
This one we got invited to. I'm like, dude, I'm in. I know.
Sign me up.
Yeah.
And then I study before them.
Oh, for sure.
I'm like, if you don't study before a concert, and by that I mean listen to the album like for 5 days straight.
Till you get it word for word.
Till you get it word for word.
Right.
I don't know what you're doing.
I don't know either. I mean, if you're that diehard where you've been studying for years to see the show, I've never been that person either. I'm not like oh my God, next year, Billie Eilish is coming in November. No. I'm never that person. I'm just like 2 weeks before, I'm like, oh shit, I see that she's coming.
That's cool. I really like her.
Let's go. Study.
Yep. And then I go, school starts now. But every time I'm in my car, album's on, listening very intently.
Yeah. Did you hear Chapel Roan's new song, the country one?
Oh, yeah. You sent it to me. Wait, it was on SNL, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love.
Killed me.
Also, her outfits are always so good.
I know.
Like, I want to wear that so bad. But anyways, had the best time. Best time what? Say it.
I would say, I don't know where you'd be wearing that. But I would love to. Your birthday.
And I would.
You would.
Imagine me in a hat this big. And I'm like, da, 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 da,
she'd be like Put Shack like this.
Right. Here's my thing. For my birthday, I fully intend on winning Put Shack. And if I don't, my birthday's ruined.
Oh, okay. So we're all letting Shay win.
Last time Sophia won, it was a close time.
Oh.
Yeah, it was close. Actually, it wasn't. She ate us all up. But
I feel like Put Shack's is kind of half luck.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry, Sophia. You're actually really good at it.
She was proud. I was proud of her.
I mean, it's a great moment when you win.
It is. So there's been a movie trending on TikTok, and this is my watch of the week, which shame on you for not watching it, because I wanted to debrief this. So
I haven't told you anything about this.
Oh, what?
Till this moment. So that's why I kept saying, let's talk about Dinner in America. It's Dinner in America.
You watched it?
No.
I'm depressed.
I love that the roller coaster I just put you on right there.
Genuinely you did.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I put it on.
Okay. What, you didn't like it? Speak.
Okay.
Speak. Speak.
You know how, I don't know if this is just a me thing.
Okay.
But like, do you ever watch shows or movies and you just kind of feel like you need to take a shower?
No.
Well, that's how this movie made me feel.
Because it's gross?
Yeah. I mean, that opening scene was super uncomfortable.
What was the opening scene?
They're like at that, not mental hospital, is that? Or jail or whatever?
Jail.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it was just very odd. It's just like a very odd movie. And it's weird. You said to me, you were like, it's a really weird movie.
Yeah.
And I wasn't in the right mindset.
That's fair.
And I tried it. I watched 10 minutes of it and I said, I'm uncomfortable. And I said, I can't even power through it. I just said another time.
Okay. You know what? That's fine.
Yeah. Because like it's giving Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah.
But like not at the same time.
Well, it felt like one of those low budget, great movies to me. And I feel like we need more of that. I'm sick of CGI. I'm sick of like the being way too artistic about shit. Like this was just a low budget. They shoot the shit and they have great actors and they put on a freaking performance. I was sobbing. I was laughing. I was literally had the time of my life at 12 in the morning one night watching this movie.
I know. I do. I feel like I just wasn't in the right headspace to watch it.
Yeah.
Because I tried and then I was like,
you said, I'm going to take a shower.
I said,
elaborate on that.
Okay. So the only other time I ever really felt like this, well, that I remember at least. Have you ever watched Skins, the UK version?
No.
Okay. Also highly recommend. I freaking love that show. I watch it over and over again.
Got it.
Well, I watched it way back in the day, so it might hit different now. But
probably hits better.
It might hit better.
Yeah.
It might be a little corny though. But anyways, when I first watched that, I tried to watch that show maybe like 6 times. Because every time I would start that show, I would just kind of feel grimy.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's because like they kind of just give me that vibe where they're just kind of like
some people
a little dirty.
You know, like Peaky Blinders gives off that too. Where
a little dirty.
Just dirty.
They just look like they haven't taken showers in a while.
Right. And that's one thing with Jackson watching Peaky Blinders. He's like, I just feel gross.
Yeah.
They're smoking cigs. They're inhaling like coal half the time. Mm-hmm. It's a little icky. But
and like Skins UK version is like it's the Skins UK.
Yeah.
They're like just doing drugs and they're like, you know, like it's very like just living on the streets type vibe when they're really not. They're just high school students just being gross and partying and doing drugs, and it just kind of gives off this like dirty-ish vibe. Like they don't shower a lot.
I mean, this definitely gave off that. I don't think I've seen a movie where I felt this intensely.
I would say you feel very strongly about this movie. Every time we're hanging out with people, she's like, has anyone seen Dinner in America?
Genuinely, I don't know what it is about this movie. I felt so intensely about it. Their relationship, I felt so intensely about. And then also, I will say this man, he does something to me. Yes. I
didn't get to that part.
But it kind of gives off the dynamic of like angry boyfriend and go with the flow girlfriend. And I don't know, it was so like intense, and I genuinely loved their relationship and the way that he treated her and the way that he made her feel, just like so beautiful. And like it also was hilarious. And this guy kind of reminds me of Jackson because he's so angry. He's just like an angry guy. Like to anybody else, he's angry. Yeah. But to her, it's
he's
like,
not.
No.
Oh, I kind of love that.
I loved it.
Well, to your point, to validate your feelings about this movie, it does have like 91% on Rotten Tomatoes.
So good.
So it's like, people do think this is a really good movie.
It's a really freaking good movie. I highly recommend. And also, again, let's bring back low budget freaking good films.
I mean, it did very much like from the beginning of watching it, it was like, I was like, why am I getting like Napoleon Dynamite vibes? But because to that point, it just gives off this like low budget vibe of a movie.
Right.
And it just makes sense. Also, side note, I saw Napoleon Dynamite in theaters.
No way.
Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
I fell asleep.
Have you seen? Oh my gosh. What is that one where it's like, you fell asleep? Hold on.
I love how you didn't even pick up on that. Yeah, I fell asleep.
That's crazy.
I was probably like 10. I was young.
The only movies I remember really going to were Twilight because my mom was extremely obsessed, and we were like in the theater the day it dropped.
Oh yeah.
Like she read all the books, was so excited, and now I watch it and I'm like, I used to think that this was like so
cinema.
Mm-hmm. I was like, they have got it down, and now I watch it and Bella's like, and I'm like, oh, it's making me uncomfortable.
It's so uncomfortable to watch.
It's so uncomfortable to watch, but I'm hooked still. Yeah. Still 10 years later.
I do love Napoleon Dynamite. I would like to put that out there.
No. I agree. I mean, I think that I see what you mean, though. Sometimes I go into theaters and
I think I was too young to understand what was the humor.
To understand the impact.
The impact on society this man had. Mr. Dynamite.
Mr. Dynamite. Dude, I love that movie too. I mean, but it's another one where you're uncomfortable.
You are.
You're uncomfortable and you're like embarrassed.
A little secondhand embarrassment.
Hilarious. Yes.
Yeah.
But it's hilarious. That's like Dinner in America too. Yeah. I mean, I highly recommend it, dude. I've been telling everyone. And if one of my mother freaking friends doesn't watch it like today, I'm going to lose my mind because I have nobody to talk about it with.
Well, I'm not watching it today, but I will try again.
You know, it came out in 2022.
Oh, so it decided to be low budget.
Yes.
They said, we're not putting any money in.
We're not putting it. We're going to drive the pickup truck that somebody drove to work today. And
if I had to guess, I would have thought maybe like 2016.
That's what I thought too. Maybe I could be wrong. We may have to fact check, but I think it's like 2022. And
that's crazy. It's like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, COVID. Maybe that's why they were low budget.
Well, you didn't get to this part either, but the song that she sings in there, you're my watermelon slammed into, and then she's like, my dum-dum, you like my gum-gum. It's stuck in my head, dude. It will never leave my head. So
this might be a hard movie for me to watch.
I genuinely would be shocked if you thought it was a hard movie to watch because it's so good.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, again, think Napoleon, think grungy. It's like a punk rock romance.
She said grungy, and right when you say grungy, I want to take a shower.
I'm so passionate. Just leave me be.
Okay, well, Shay loves Dinner in America. Favorite movie? Up there?
At the of the week.
Of the week.
Of the week. I also think about it and I'm like, we have so much time in our hands to have a watch of the week.
I know, isn't that sad?
It is. I used to be a book reader, but I am fully into movies right now.
I know, I love a movie and a TV show. Well, the other thing is like, oh, we carve out time to like go to the movies and like see something so we can talk about something during the week. But like, even if we don't, I feel like we just always naturally watch stuff.
We always naturally talk about shows and movies.
We do.
24/7, I compare it to a movie.
We do?
Yeah. And that's my life.
I watched all the American Horror Stories.
Oh, stories. Okay. I did not ever know that there was a difference between story and American Horror Stories. And stories is definitely not as good as story.
No.
Yeah.
No. Not even close.
Yeah. And it's hard for me to watch the story.
It's anthology series. I don't quote me on that. And I don't even know if that's the right word, but it's a series that you don't have to watch consecutively. Like every episode's different, which is why it's American Horror Stories.
Got it.
But I agree.
Yeah.
It's not even remotely near as good, and some of them are so bad.
I know. Well, it's not even the bad. It's more just like that kind of show to me. American Horror Story and Stories, it's like too icky. Well, they're all pretty icky.
I think they started off great.
Yeah.
They have declined crazy, like bad.
Yeah.
Like I loved the first like couple seasons of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, I don't. Yeah. Now it's just they're not.
Did you watch the Kim Kardashian one?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't watch that one.
Well, they never finished it.
Are you serious?
Isn't that crazy? Lied. I lied. They finished it.
Oh,
they finished it, but they stopped for like 4 months.
Why?
So they released like, half the show.
I blame on Kim.
I don't care. Oh, the writer or the strike.
Oh. Yeah, that makes sense.
What is it? The writer strike or something like that? Yeah. So that happened. So they stopped the episodes, and it was literally like the middle of the show, and then like 3 months went by, and then I was like, oh, we released more, and I was like, what even happened?
Yeah, that's weird.
It was it was bad. Really bad.
I don't know. I can't watch things. That one had like pregnancy and babies in it.
I told you not to watch this most recent one.
Yeah. I have a weird thing. Ever since I had Rome, like I cannot watch anything that has anything to do with a child.
This whole thing
or
was
baby.
About that.
I can't do it. I will have anxiety for the next weeks. I'll have nightmares. I will wake up with sweat dripping down my forehead. Like it's bad, dude. I think I probably should go to therapy about it. But we just steer clear.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I
said you're clear of that one.
Shay was like, "Oh, should I watch American Horror Story?" I said, "Yeah, probably not."
No, I'm a big fat baby, and then I will like if there's anything in like a horror like movie,
smile.
Yep, closing my eyes and ears. Even in Twilight, do you remember in Twilight when that bitch threw the baby in the fire, the child vampire?
God, yeah.
I saw this interview with Dakota Fanning, and she was like talking about how she just threw that kid in the fire, and she was like, after that I was just geeking because it was so like fun.
Wait,
like
it's a fake baby, right?
Well, no, it's like a child that she like fake throws into a fire.
Oh yeah. I mean, like in the movie. I mean, in real life, it's a fake baby.
Yeah. But it's
I don't know why I was like the way you were talking about it. I was like, wait, they actually threw a kid?
No, but in the movie, like the child vampires were like out of control, so she just throws.
I like how I'm calling it a baby. I'm like, this baby.
It is a baby. It's a baby child.
A baby child.
It's like Rome's age.
Yeah.
Imagine Rome as a vampire.
He's still a baby to me.
Right. He's a baby. Yeah, but she just throws that motherfucker into the fire, and I geek. That's one thing that I can laugh at. Like,
yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
You ever watch Black Mirror?
Oh my gosh, I was about to bring that up. Actually, I did watch Black Mirror. Crazy.
All of it?
The one that I remember most is the damn video game one.
Oh, like the virtual reality one?
Yes.
That's like one of the best ones in my opinion.
I think so too. I mean,
where he like goes into the haunted house.
Yeah.
With the spider.
Yep.
Yeah, that one actually probably one of the best.
No, not that one.
No, not that one?
Not that one. That one's good too. And actually that one was the best one. I didn't mean to say that this one was the best one. It was just the most like, it was the one where he would go into a video game to have like.
Oh, with his best friend. Yeah, and the fighting game.
Yes.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. Literally crazy. That's like one that I remember most. But that one with the spiders was the best. Agree.
The VR? Yeah, VR one. just like the whole concept of it was insane.
Yeah.
Because it's like kind of could truly almost get there one day.
Yep.
But then it's like the end ruined me.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, none of this spider and these ghosts is not his fear. Oh, crazy.
That one was.
I'm not going to spoil the end for you. So
it continuously, like, if I watch it, I'm like mind blown. Like, I cannot fathom it, and I can't. That's why I had to stop. That's another one. I'm like, dude.
So you've watched all the way since like season 1?
No.
No.
That's another thing that you don't have to watch.
No. What the heck is that called?
Girl, all I know is anthropology because I like to shop there.
I keep wanting to say anthropology, and I'm like, I know it's not anthropology.
No, I mean, like, chronological order. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's the opposite.
Got it. Just popped into my head. Do you remember the show? It's maybe like it's an Asian show of a sort, but it's about like the games. The
Squid Games?
Squid Games season 2 is coming out soon.
Oh, like the real reality TV
one.
show?
Yes. No.
Oh, the real like one where you have to watch the subtitles.
Yes.
Watch the subtitles.
Exactly. You gotta read.
You gotta watch them.
You gotta read. I was not expecting to be hooked on that show because I don't want to read subtitles. Hooked.
I love it.
Hooked. And the season 2 is coming out. Is it a season?
Yeah.
Yeah. The season 2 is coming, and I'm super excited about it.
I loved that show.
Me too. I think it'll be fun.
Did you watch the reality TV show?
No.
Oh, I did.
Oh, you're such reality TV.
It was good.
I cannot take reality TV seriously. I don't know why.
I mean, I don't blame you.
What was the last reality TV show that I watched? Like, genuinely, can't remember. Bachelor.
Salt Lake. No. Mormon Wives.
Mormon Wives. That's partially because I did know these women from TikTok for a while.
Yes,
so
yes.
It was a must see. Did you know that I got recruited? I got recruited into a Christian TV show in Nashville. I said, sister, yes. I said, sister, have you heard what my podcast is called? I don't think I'm going to be the best one for that. No, and I'm also living in a household with a baby and no marriage. The Christian wives will eat me alive. Let's just say that much. So I respectfully turned it down, but I hope that they make it a thing.
That would be so fun. I don't understand how Nashville doesn't have a reality TV show.
Well, they wanted to do Real Housewives of Nashville, but then COVID happened, so I feel like this production stopped. But I thought that would be fun.
Yeah.
But then they wanted to do the Christian Wives one. I think it's because they're like piggybacking off Mormon Wives.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yes. And like, of course, I feel like Nashville would be the perfect spot for that kind of TV show.
Yeah.
I would not be great at that show.
No.
Let's just say that. I also wouldn't be great at reality TV because I would really that up.
Do you think that you'd be painted out as a villain or like?
I mean,
I don't think you'd be painted out as a villain.
I don't think so either. But like, also, I was talking to my sisters today. We were like naming what dogs we were, and like one of my sisters was a Whippet, and my other was a German Shepherd, and the other was a Golden Retriever. Guess what they put me as? A pit bull.
A pit bull?
A pit.
I don't see you as a pit bull.
That's what I said, and they were like, because you're so vicious, and I'm like, where?
Where?
Where am I so vicious? I feel like I'm not that vicious. But anyways, also pitties are sweet. So
that is true.
So
wait, what dog am I?
You would be, I could see you as like oh my gosh, what are those long-haired, skinny nose, beautiful hair dogs?
I feel like I know what you're talking about. The ones in the dog shows?
Yes. Where they can like, where I just want to like Dyson their hair because it's so beautiful.
You can like actually just curl their hair.
That's
oh my God, what exactly kind of dogs are they?
I don't know what I'm not good at names, but also we did conclude that I ended up being a Pomeranian because I fought back on the pit bull. I was like, I'm not a pit, okay? I feel like pits are so sweet and so cute, but they painted me as a pit because they said I was vicious. And I was like, well,
I don't see that.
I don't think so either.
Also, so mean to pits.
Right? They have a bad rap. They're sweet babies.
I was hoping you'd tell me I'm like a Rottweiler.
No, girl.
I'm joking.
I love you to death.
I was like, you're like,
you're definitely a badass.
Oh, I am.
You're you're definitely what I said.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of dog that is.
I know, we'll have to look it up, but it's a good one.
I don't even want to insert a picture now because I'm terrified of the
comparison. It's so beautiful, dude. It's so beautiful, and it's got luscious hair.
I know.
I feel like we concluded I was a Pomeranian, and I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pomeranian.
Like a little feisty, just a little, but like all bark, no bite.
Let's just say all bark, no bite.
All bark, no bite. But that was.
I'm funny. No bark, no bite.
No bark, no bite. An angel with beautiful hair. Where did we even begin with this conversation?
I don't know how we ended up on this, but
I would not be the villain in a show. So I feel like I would just be the one that they would like get. I would be the entertainer.
I would say I feel as if they would almost paint you out as like
the sinner.
Which would be the villain in that show.
That's true. No, I would be painted as the villain because I'm the sinner.
So, yeah.
Right.
But if it's not that show, I feel like they would like, you would almost be like the comedic relief.
I would
of the show.
I would so be that because I take everything so not seriously.
Yeah.
And that's like, it's a good thing and a bad thing, but I don't take anything seriously. So if somebody came up to me and like started drama, I would just be like, are you sure you want to do this? Because like, I
can't take it seriously.
I don't care that much. I don't. And I love you for caring that much, but I'm out of Celsius. But so interesting. And I hope that they do a Christian show here because that would be hilarious, I think.
Yeah, I think that would. I just want to watch a show that's in Nashville.
Right?
I think that would be fun.
I see like Savannah. Is it Savannah Chrisley? I see her being in that show. Like for sure. Very good at like reality TV. Very good at playing a part.
Doing her whole life. Well,
yeah, that's
not
true.
anymore. But yeah, no, I would love a reality television show in Nashville. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on it.
No, but I'd love to watch it.
I'd love to watch it.
You know what? A little part of me really wants to be on a reality
A little
TV show.
part of me wants you to also be on a reality
Just
TV
for
show.
shits and gigs.
So I could be in the background.
Right. No, you're going to be by my side at all times.
Yeah.
Sorry, Shannon's coming. Sorry.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, blur my face.
Blur my face. They'd never.
They wouldn't.
Anyways, so I think that'll be really fun. I hope they make it and we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, we will.
And it could have also been a fake email. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, she gets those sometimes.
I get those quite often, actually. Quite often. But anyways, I feel as though we're going to move on to our See You Next Tuesday of the week because we had a pretty chill week, which is fun. But
we had a pretty chill week. We just went to Billie Eilish and frolicked.
We just frolicked all week. So not much to talk about. But you have a really good See You Next Tuesday of the week. So I feel like we're going to dive into that, which should be interesting. So take it away.
My turn. Okay, I'm not going to tell you the title of this because I kind of just want to like experience it all together.
Okay, love.
Lately, I've been waking up still exhausted. Even if I went to bed early, I'd wake up feeling like I haven't slept in days. Trying to get out of bed for work was almost impossible, which was strange for me because I was always a high energy sort of person. A few hours of sleep and I was always good to go. I was at a loss as what was happening to me. After a barrage of tests, even my doctor couldn't find anything wrong with me. The only recent change in my life was my boyfriend who had moved in and I was sharing a bed with for the first time in my life. Funny.
Yeah.
Steven.
Oh, please.
Was the first love of my life and this was my first serious relationship. I didn't want to spoil things by making him sleep in the spare room. I liked having Steven around. He made a real fuss over me and he would bring me chamomile tea every night before bed.
Red flag. Sorry. Okay, go.
I was thinking, did I say that right? You said red flag.
You said that right.
Okay. A big dark bruise covered my hip as if I was assaulted in my sleep with a metal bar. What's wrong? Steven said as he came rushing into the bathroom. Did I fall out of bed or something? Steven had a weird expression on his face and I could swear he looked guilty about something. Probably, I don't know. His response was dismissive, which sent my brain spiraling with all sorts of thoughts. This is not normal, Steven. I think there's something wrong with me. You should probably see a doctor then, he coldly said before quickly leaving the bathroom. My doctor was still at a loss and suggested I should see someone who could rule out anything nefarious. Or nefarious. I don't know. Steven was still dismissive of me as we drove to the hospital. I'm sure it's nothing. You're probably just stressed from work. People don't wake up with bruises over stress, I angrily thought to myself. The doctor at the hospital took my blood and did all sorts of tests on me, including a stress test. I should have been happy when the test came back clear, but it only made me feel like I was losing my mind. Something was definitely wrong with me. I would prescribe you sedatives, but your blood work shows you are already on them, explained the doctor. I was dumbstruck and wasn't sure what the doctor was talking about. I have never taken so much as a painkiller in my life. The doctor's face looked how I felt. He took out his charts and looked over them again. No, you definitely tested positive for a very powerful sedative. Later that evening, as I sat in bed with a million different thoughts running through my head, how was that even possible? I thought to myself. As I sat there, Stephen walked in with my chamomile tea. And just as I was about to put it to my lips, I was struck by the most unnerving thought. The realization that my boyfriend was drugging me hit me like a ton of bricks and filled me with dread I had never felt before. I emptied the contents of the cup down the sink in the bathroom before jumping back into bed. Was it hot enough for you? Asked Stephen as he jumped into bed beside me. Perfect as always. I felt as if I was lying beside a complete stranger. Had I ever really known him? I thought to myself as I lay there terrified, imagining what he was doing to me while I slept. I must have drifted off at some stage because when I woke up, the room was a mess and Stephen was nowhere to be seen. My body ached all over and it felt like I was just in a fight. What the hell was he doing to me in my sleep, I thought. I had made the decision to go to the police, but I needed evidence or it was just my word against his. I had purchased a hidden camera and set it up in the bedroom, pointing it towards the bed. I woke up exhausted, as usual, which unfortunately meant you had done something to me while I slept, but I had it on camera. I opened my laptop to check the footage. For the first couple of hours of sleep, nothing happened. For a moment, I had hoped I was imagining everything until I watched myself jolt from the bed. At first, I couldn't believe what I was doing. It felt like I was watching a horror movie as I watched myself crawl up the bedroom wall like some possessed demon. I continued to crawl up the wall onto the ceiling, looking down over Stephen like I was ready to pounce on him. Stephen woke and it was strange watching him because it was like he was prepared for what was happening and didn't seem fazed by it. He took a stick out from under the bed as I pounced from the ceiling above and spent the next hour fighting me off. I watched as he subdued me on the bed before pulling out handcuffs and cuffing me to the bed. I looked at the marks on my wrists, which all made sense now. As soon as Stephen came home from work, I ran and threw my arms around him. Why didn't you tell me what you were going through every night? Stephen shrugged his shoulders. I thought you knew. And usually the drugs I was giving you made things a little easier. Why are you still even with me? My last girlfriend was a jealous psychopath. You're just a walk in the park compared to her.
Oh my God. What do you mean? That the end of it? She's possessed? She crawled up the wall onto the ceiling. Here I was thinking he was like drugging her and like obviously doing the worst, but
look, I did not read the end of that before. I just read it to you and that was hilarious. Just reading it to you.
I'm glad we both got to experience that for the first time
As I started reading it, I was like, wait, what?
Because it turned from like a thriller to a horror.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, Steven's doing something.
Yeah, Steven's wrong.
Yeah, plus it doesn't help that his name's Steven, of course.
Of course.
And I literally was like, oh God, he's drugging her. And then suddenly it's like, she's like, I watched myself crawl up the wall. I was like, wait, what?
What? What? So is she possessed? Is that like what's going on here?
I guess.
Oh my God.
Also like reading something that you haven't read before.
Yeah. You're like, huh?
I was like trying to read it very calmly and tell you what was happening, but I also was like, wait, what?
Wait a second. Okay. Did not see that on the bingo card for the night. I love the possession story though. That's so exciting. But is she possessed or is like what is going on? Just every time she falls asleep, like a crazy little demon comes out to fight her boyfriend?
Yeah.
Cool.
I guess.
Cool.
I mean, he can classify himself as a demon fighter.
Love that. He's a ghost hunter.
Not a slayer though.
But also the cheating ex-girlfriend compared to a demon.
He was like, yeah, no, she was a jealous psychopath. You're a walk in the park.
You're a walk in the park as long as I give you chamomile tea.
Chamomile tea. I cannot pronounce that.
I used to drink chamomile tea a lot.
Is that why you know how to pronounce it? I didn't.
I used to be a tea drinker and thought that I was so quirky because of it.
Oh.
Tea drinkers usually are loud about it.
About it, yeah.
You drink coffee?
That's gross.
That's crazy. I drink tea. That's me. So
yeah.
Not anymore though. I'm a regular tea.
Chamomile? Chamomile.
I feel as though you can say chamomile or chamomile.
This is going to be a reoccurring problem on our podcast.
Pronouncing things?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
Well, I like to make it a little game now.
I know. It's like chamomile?
Turns out, everybody, by the way, we haven't debriefed this, but she says yolk because of her mother.
Yeah. I called my mom today and I said, hey, Mom, Dad, 'cause I'm always on speakerphone. How do you guys say egg? YOLK. My mom instantly yolk.
Yeah.
And my dad in the background yolk.
Yeah. Right. I mean, it is spelled yolk, like milk.
That's what I said. I said my mom's always been right.
Right. And I agree.
Hey, growing up, I said, Dad, can I sleep over at Aisha's house? He'd be like, ask Mom.
She knows best.
Dad, how do you say egg yolk? Ask Mom.
I love it. I love it. And that's what I want Rome to grow up and be like.
Yeah. How do you say MILK?
Milk?
Milk.
Please. Oh my God.
I'm not a milker.
Oh, I thought you were going to say milk.
Which I think though, like if I said yolk, you think I would say milk.
Yeah.
But I say milk.
Yeah. So we're going to be debunking pronunciations. From
Welcome
here on
to this
out.
podcast.
Welcome to Ghost, or what is that one show?
Mythbusters.
Mythbusters.
I loved that show.
I love that show too. Genuinely, like one of the best. I was waiting for the end.
Literally,
to see if it was true.
I was like, oh my God, this is totally a myth.
I know,
Totally
but there were.
And then like, it's true.
It's true.
I'm like, I got to do it.
It's like those people who on TikTok, those two guys who do like I'm this guy, and we make TikToks to make sure that these hacks are true or like whatever they are, like magic.
I feel like I've probably seen that once in my time.
Yeah, no, it was good. But that was a good story. I loved that one. That was funny.
I know. It's funny going through that with you.
I know. I like when you don't read it because then we're both like, huh?
Because it's hard to read something that you haven't read before to an audience.
Yep.
So I like to prepare myself.
Yeah.
But that was fun not knowing.
I know.
Because as I was going, because I only read the first half of it and I was like, ooh, this looks good. Mm-hmm. Love a little sleep drugging situation.
Love it.
Love it.
Can't wait for it.
I said, wonder how this is going to turn out. And it did not turn out how I thought it would.
Not how I thought it would. No. But I did enjoy it because it was funny at the end. Comedic relief, if you will.
Comedic relief. Just like the one from Halloween.
Yeah. So we're going to be celebrating my birthday this week, which will be fun times. I can't wait to debrief all of it. Mm-hmm. And then we'll have a couple watches of the week. We have Wicked coming up.
I can't tell you how excited I am.
Girl, I'm excited too.
Hi, I am Danny. That's what that just reminded me of.
And we are not the same
person.
But we are. No, Wicked should be incredible. I can't wait for that one.
I can't. And they're just doing so much press right now. And I'm just like,
I'm eating it
up too.
Oh, and all the green and pink products.
I was going to say like, plus like Ariana Grande and Cynthia. Yep.
Iconic.
They're just like together all the time. They don't ever leave each other's side.
You know that they sang all the songs live?
I just heard that.
I know.
And I was like,
iconic.
That's actually insane.
Yeah. It's going to be an incredible movie. I cannot wait. So
I
that's
also
a good one.
have this weird obsession with like, I want to like go to the set because like they literally built it and it's just like this in this random.
Is it seriously?
Yeah. Like just randomly.
Can you go?
I don't know. Probably not. I mean, they should be able to like
make it a
thing.
Yeah. Make it a little.
Because like it's literally the Wizard of Oz, like just built up a little town. I don't know. I feel like it's by some college or something, but it's in the middle of a field.
Yeah. Love. I would love to take a little road trip and do that.
Me too. I have no idea where it is. I'd have to look it up. But I've seen videos of it on TikTok and I'm like, that's crazy that they actually built that.
Yeah,
it's not CGI.
No, I know. Thank God. Thank God.
Yeah, screw the CGI.
Screw CGI, man.
I want it real.
I want real.
I want the real yellow brick.
Right.
I want the real
yellow brick. I want a real yellow brick road. If it's not real, get it out.
Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas, not the Oompa Loompas.
Munchkins.
Ugh. Yeah, but I mean, I feel like that's the only good movie that we have coming out, like at all. There's nothing right now except for Venom. I kind of with Venom.
I do like Venom.
I do like Venom because I love me some Tom Hardy. Arr, eat him up.
I just like little characters like Venom. I just love the little characters like that.
He is just like a big fat baby. And like this is one like Marvel movie. It's just like Iron Man. Like I love Iron Man. I'm not a Marvel fan, but like love Iron Man. I love Venom because it's funny.
Well, we're going to sit here and say we're not Marvel people, but I do love Iron Man.
I do love Iron Man.
I do love Spider-Man.
I do love Spider-Man.
I do love Guardians of the Galaxy.
I love Guardians of the Galaxy.
I do kind of like Venom.
I do like Venom. I do like Deadpool.
Well,
the early ones.
He is Marvel.
Yeah. Yes. Wait.
Oh yeah, because Wolverine.
No, is he DC? I don't know.
No,
man.
DC's like Batman,
Okay,
Robin.
you're right. We're Marvel fans in the sense that if it's a good dang movie, we'll watch it and we like it.
The way I'm over here thinking, no, he's Marvel.
He's Marvel.
Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm down to go see it because for shits and gigs, dude.
I'm also just always down to see a movie. And you know what movie we do have to see, but we both don't want to make the trek out there? I want to see it so freaking fast.
What is it even? Substance.
Substance.
Yeah, I know.
It keeps coming up on my TikTok now.
I swear I see people watching it on their screens, bro. Like their computer screens.
And I'm like, please release that.
Release it. Please. I don't want to go to the movie theater for this.
I want to.
Oh my God.
I mean, I would go to the movie theater, but they don't have a recliner.
I'm such a freaking historic movie type bitch, dude.
Oh,
I love
gosh.
it. So the one, Gladiators, dude. I'm so
I do
excited.
want to see Gladiator.
I'm so excited for Gladiators.
Gladiators?
Gladiators.
2.
We don't know. Gladiator.
Gladiator.
That's all we got. No, I am excited for that because it looks really good. And my dad and I were obsessed with the first one.
Wait, what else is there coming out now that we're talking about this?
No idea. There's nothing out right now.
Oh.
Ooh. Say it.
Okay, this is definitely just like me, like being, just like with my family. Like this is a movie I would for sure see, but I also would see it with you.
Okay.
It's that Christmas movie.
Shut up. I love a Christmas movie.
It's
What
the
Christmas
red
movie?
one with The Rock and
The Rock.
is it The Rock? Yeah, The Rock's
Yes.
in it.
And then Captain America.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And the polar bear. I don't know why those movies. It's just like that's a comfort movie for sure. Because it's like it's not going to be bad in a way.
Yeah.
It's like corny bad Christmas movie, but I
gonna
love
be
it.
brilliant. At first when they first brought out that like trailer, I was like, oh, haha, this is gonna be great. And then they were like Santa Claus, and I was like, what? What? A polar bear
Talking.
Genuinely, I'm all in.
I know, me too. They're just fun. You
Yeah.
can't hate on it.
You can't.
I love a good Christmas
I do too.
cornball of a movie.
I love a Christmas cornball, babes.
Me too.
Me too. We're gonna watch it.
We're gonna watch it. We're gonna enjoy it.
I know. There's nothing like crazy except for Wicked coming out.
No.
So not much, but I'm sure there'll be plentiful of shows.
Oh yeah, we need to find a new show to debrief.
Ever since Tell Me Lies, Tell Me
Lies.
Tell Me Lies is over. I don't know what to do with myself.
2 things.
So yes,
I was scrolling on the tick of the talks,
as we do.
and as I do all the time. And Lydia, I don't know her actual name. She
Great.
popped up on my TikTok, and she was talking about how she found out, like that scene where she comes out at the Bree's engagement party.
Yeah.
How she found out about that. This answered my question from when I asked. I was like, how do they write these shows?
Right.
Each episode they get a script. Is that not crazy?
How do they even like coordinate it?
So she basically was saying, she was like, I had no idea like this was going to happen, right? So she's like, they told me that we're filming a scene for episode 10, which was the last episode of the first season.
Yeah.
And because they had to be at this location or whatever. And she's like, okay, cool. Like, when will I get the script? They're like, we'll give it to you like day before. And she's like, okay, like, geez, I hope I don't have to like memorize any monologues or anything like that. And she goes, it's literally half a sheet and I'm reading it. And it literally is me and Steven. And he's like, oh, like, I'm pretty sure he's like, this is my fiance and that whole thing. And she goes, the way I have no idea what happens, how this, and she goes, I had to keep this all to myself. And I literally couldn't, she was like, I just was so mind blown. I had no idea what happens. I'm like,
Crawling out of her skin. I would literally go insane. See, that's my thing is like, I would love to be an actress, but I couldn't because I can't shut my big fat mouth.
well, then she was also like, so I'm also just Lydia. Like I am Lucy's best friend. And she goes, now I'm finding out that I'm engaged to Steven.
Yeah.
And she's like, I have to suddenly create this whole narrative in my mind that I have no idea.
The night before would be crazy. That would be crazy. Give me a week.
I know.
Give me a week to process this.
I was like, also, I'm like, oh, so they're getting episode by episode scripts.
Imagine that I was like an actress on Tell Me Lies and I had to hold it together and not tell you something like that.
I'd be so angry.
Oh, I couldn't do it.
I'm joking. I don't know how I would feel. I'd be like, oh my God, I love you for giving this, but I hate you for giving this.
Right. Like I would want you to also experience it like in the show. Like everybody being like, you know.
I have to find it on her TikTok. Apparently she like filmed all of her friends and family like watching that scene.
Love.
And they were all like, Oh my God. And I was like, she was like, I wish I could have like a compilation of like everyone watching that scene for the first time. And I was like, so true, because when she walked out, when I watched that, I said,
and this goes to show my point. What else am I supposed to watch right now?
Yeah.
What else am I supposed to, like, how am I supposed to move on from this? I don't know.
I think I'd have to look it up, but I did see something that was recommended. If you like Tell Me Lies, you should watch this show.
Okay.
But I can't remember what it is. And they said it's not as good as Tell Me Lies, but like.
But it does the job. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah. Well, I think that this is a good end to our ep tonight, dude.
Yeah.
I know. This is fun.
I know. It always is.
I know. Go ahead and do your spiel, girl. Yeah. It's on you. All eyes on you.
Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, leave a 5-star review, 5 stars only on Spotify. And as always, our DMs are, of course, open. So DM us.
Yes, please.
Things you like, things you want to hear us talk about. Tell us a crazy story if you want to be a See You Next Tuesday. Not you. You're not a See You Next Tuesday. But if you want to be a part of the See You Next Tuesday segment.
Yes.
And that's all.
I guess famously, you guys. We'll see you next Tuesday. Love you. Love you. Bye. See you next Tuesday.